Welcome everybody. Today we want to explain you more about what the BIST Master is and also the program, the questions that you might have if you are interested to applying to this program, and also give you some ideas of the students that have been in the past sessions doing this master. Where are they doing, in which centers, and which are their careers. First, let me introduce myself. I'm Miriam Navarro. I'm the Education Program Manager at BIST, and I'm going to be your main contact here at the BIST Master. Let me explain you what is the Barcelona Institute of Science and Technology. It's a leading institution of multidisciplinary research that encompasses 7 Catalan research centers that are from really excellent centers in different disciplines. We want to foster the collaboration between the members of these 7 centers to lead a role in pushing the frontiers of science while becoming a global reference on training and outstanding research talent. Let me explain you a little bit of the numbers. We are around 2,000 people. Half of them, more or less, are postdoctoral researchers and PhD students, and we have almost 200 principal investigators. 46% of the community is international, and we have around 40% of the people are women. The BIST core team is 10 people, and we are the people who are going to try to foster this collaboration and join the different centers together. In terms of research, we have around 1,403 publications in total in 2020. And we are in a really good quality in terms of research, since we are on the second in the Nature Index tables in Spain, in the second position. And we are around the 150 ranking position in the world. In terms of budget for doing this research, BIST and also the BIST centers, they are englobing around 150 million euros. And also to have you an idea of which is the position of BIST within the whole research community, when we check for the number of publications correct for the size of the institution, the Barcelona Institute of Science and Technology is in front of institutions as well known as Princeton or Columbia University. And here I'm going to share with you a video to have a flavor of what the Barcelona Institute is, and let me see if you can hear it well.
What if we could improve people's everyday lives? The lives of couples, the elderly, children, and people who hope to become parents. What if we could create inexhaustible energy sources and invent new materials to save the planet? What if we could restore the vision of those who have lost it? Prevent diseases in addition to curing them. What if light could destroy tumors and scientists could create organs? What would happen if we tried? Once, twice, or as many times as necessary, because if no one tries. What if we unite the talents of 7 excellent research centers and go where no one else dares? And if 2,300 people work together to achieve it? Men and women, experts in biology, astrophysics, engineering, chemistry, teachers of science and technology, leading researchers. What if we try?
Okay, this is just to give you an idea of which are the main challenges that the different centers are really trying to solve. And in this sense, we group our research in 3 different initiatives. That is the Science and Technology for Health, the Energy, Environment and Environmental Sustainability, and the Quantum Physics and its technological applications. These 3 different strategic research initiatives try to englobe the research of these 7 centers. And in this sense, we want also to bring the research that we are doing at the lab to the market. And we are also in a really good position since we have already 41 startups active companies right now that are in different key sectors like human health, sustainability, computing or communications. And that's involved around 50 million euros of investment raised in between 2019 and 2021. But for us, it's also important not just to bring research to the market, but it's also equally important to bring research to society. And in that sense, we also have like 50,000 people participating on BIST and BIST centers and different outreach activities every year, as the programs as the Crazy About Biomedicine that bring high school students to the labs, or Científiques, that is a Catalan initiative that wants to bring also scientists to the different schools here in Catalonia. The master is organized by the BIST Dolors Graduate Center, that is a postgraduate center affiliated to the University Pompeu Fabra. University Pompeu Fabra is the first Spanish university within the youngest one on the Times Higher Education ranking. And it's also a good university in training researchers to work along the edges of multiple scientific domains. We choose this name, Dolors Aleu, because was the first woman to receive a medical degree here in Spain. And through we want to also honor all the female scientists that are involved in trying to get science ongoing.
Yes, so now let me introduce you a little bit more about the master program. So I'm also acting as a co-coordinator of this program, together with Rubén Vicente, professor at UPF. So this master program was designed at the beginning with the objective to provide you really hands-on research training in international outstanding research centers. So all the program, it's designed for you to have like experience of being a researcher in one of the leading institutes. So also we want to add on this experience a good training for you to become a good researcher. It means to receive training also in professional skills as scientific communication, project management, responsible research, and innovation. And on top of that, we want also that you become a good researcher in this multidisciplinary research environment, that it's quite new in this scientific arena.
So who are the students that apply to this program? Usually are students from the different experimental science grades, like from biochemistry, from biomedicine, to physics, nanoscience, chemistry. We have almost half and a half in gender, and we have people from Spain, but also from abroad. The numbers here is 22%, but I think that in the last years, we end having like 40% of international students. So we are in an international environment as well. The centers are very international, and the program is an international program.
Here is how we have structured the program to provide you this experience in being a scientist for 1 year. What is the duration of this master program? So there are subjects that are mandatory subjects, and we have placed them around the year. So let me just list these subjects. So we have a big proportion of research training that comes for 40 ECTS, we call research project. They are divided in 2 different projects, the major that lasts for six months and the minor that lasts for 10 weeks. And both projects are run in different research centers that you decide in which ones. Then we have common subjects. We have a winter school and international symposium that it's focused on microscopy. Then we have a series of colloquiums with international speakers. So you have the opportunity to interact with international speakers that we invite to come here to give you a talk. You also are presenting part of their work with their present, and then there's a discussion with the speaker. It's a good opportunity for you to interact with relevant international scientists from different scientific fields. Also, we have a subject that's quite innovative here in Spain. We call it responsible research and science communication, that give you some training on project management, science communication. I mean, how to prepare a scientific poster, how to prepare a scientific writing thesis, how to defend this master thesis in front of a panel, and how to engage public in one activity that you will prepare in a team of students. And also we have a subject, this is not quite famous, but it's a good one for you to have a good base to face your research. It's statistics and data analysis. Most of these mandatory subjects, it's done at the beginning of the program. So the program starts with a master ceremony that will give you the welcome to the master program. Also, it's a time that you meet with the alumni, so with the student that has been graduated from last year, and they explain you what has been their experience. So it's a nice time for us to mix the graduated class with the new class. And then we have this initial training period where we give you the statistics and data analysis, some of the seminars, and some of the training sessions from the research responsible research and science communication. Then you go to the lab, you go to your hosting center to perform the major research project. And during this time, once per month, you meet together. We call the training days. Usually it's the first Monday each month. And we meet together to receive one of the international speakers and to do one of the training sessions from the responsible research and science communication. Then you go back to the labs to perform the major, to perform the minor. And also you meet again for Christmas to do this winter school on microscopy. Later in June, July, we also have some sessions to help you to how to prepare the poster for the symposium, how to prepare your writing thesis before you present it, and how you prepare the oral presentation before you defend your master thesis.
So the main subjects are practical projects, research projects. We have two projects, one what we call the major project, and there is a second project that we call the minor project. We do two projects because we want people to face this multidisciplinarity. So when you apply for the program, you will have to find a major project. And once you are with your supervisor of this major project, you will think about a minor project with a different discipline that could complement a little bit your major project.
So the key elements of this program is that you do research in two different research centers, that the training is focused for you to go to a PhD program, but also for you to decide if you want to go to enter into a PhD program or not. Maybe with the master, you decide that the research has been a nice experience, but not to push for your professional career. So it's also good for those to decide exactly if you want to push for a PhD program or no, you want to prefer to look for other positions. It's an international program and has a good fellowship program.
So the institutes that participate in the program are the ones that you can find in the web page. I invite you to go to the different webs to find out the kind of research that they are doing and the researchers that offer their laboratories for you to do the practical training. And now Miriam will explain you a little bit how to apply for the master and the possibility to obtain a fellowship.
Basically, if you are interested in this master, you will need to have a diploma or degree in a relevant field related to science. It's not just restricted to only scientific careers, but they need to be involved and have some background in science itself. Also, you will need to have an academic transcript with all your average grade at your university of origin. And you will need to have uploaded your CV in English and also a letter of motivation in English. It is also important to have 2 referee contacts, and you will need only to have the name of these contacts, and the platform will send them a form to them to fill out and then get it to us. It's also important to have your research interest in a statement about 100 words, and you will need to indicate 5 choices of your projects in order of preference. You can check all the projects that are available right now in our webpage here. And as you can see, we have like different fields from biomedicine, genomics, nanomedicine, bioengineering, and you can check also all the different labs that have these projects available and all the research that they are doing right now. And then we will need also a copy of your ID, of your passport. I will also like to mention that even if you are interested in another project that is not listed on this, you can also tell us and contact to the principal investigator to see if it's a possibility to you to go there, even if it's not listed on the research projects available on the website. Here also some timeline about the application. Once the resolution is complete and you've been assigned to one of the major projects, you have around 10 days to do a reservation of your spot into the program. And you will need to pay a part of the tuition fee, that is 600 euros. Then the final enrollment is going to be on July. And you can apply through this online platform that is called Slideroom. And you can access through this on our website, clicking to the button Apply Now. Here is the fees for this current year. For European students is 3,500 euros, and for non-European students is 6,000 euros. We have right now 10 fellowships opportunities that it covers the tuition waiver. 8 are for the top ranked student in each of the centers. And then we have 2 more that are only restricted to non-European students, for international students. Also, there is the possibility to, in each center, to ask for living allowance if they offer, and also to follow internal policies within each of the centers. These fellowships are based on the merits of the candidate, and you can see here also the selection criteria. It's around 40% of your academic record with the CV and your academic transcripts, and then it's about 20% the adequacy of the candidate. And in that case, it's really important your statement of research and your cover letter. And then it's 20% research experience and 20% your references. We always do an annual ceremony in September that try to join together the 2 different editions, the students that are already ending the program and it's their graduation, and then the students that are starting the program and they basically start with this annual ceremony as a welcome to the program. It's a really nice event since we have keynote speakers and also testimonials of the students, and it's something that we really encourage to participate because it's really a really joint community that you will be also be part of it. We start in September, and the date it needs to be confirmed, but it's going to be around mid-September. And then basically I will pass now the voice to Ruben to explain you a little bit more about the results.
So the idea, and I want to reinforce the idea, is this multidisciplinary environment that we promote in this master, and this is what does this master special. So it was an idea that BIST had a few years ago, and they contacted the Pompeu Fabra University saying, okay, we need a master of research, but with this multidisciplinarity, because BIST has this community with different fields. And we did our first edition in 2017 with a first group. It was a small group. They were really, really brave people that enrolled the master without any previous knowledge about how it was going to be. And it was a really nice experience. And they enjoyed a lot. For us, was a good moment to try all our ideas, to know the ones that worked, the ones that didn't work that well. But the satisfaction was high. And since then, we have run 5 editions, and we have increased the number of students, we have increased the internationality, and we have many people now involved and trying to do this master of excellence. Where are now our students, our alumni? So we are very proud because more than 85% of the students that did our master, they are already in research-related positions. Most of them, 81%, doing the PhD. That doesn't mean that the master is only focused to if you want really to do the academic career, you can use this master also to have the flavor of doing research and maybe later on moving to industry, because what you are gonna do is really to be in a research group doing real projects and participating in science and in the challenges that science has for nowadays. So we have our students in several centers around the world. Many of them, 35% in international centers, some others in Spain, and we can just highlight centers like Harvard, the Imperial College, the Max Planck Institute, among others. So we are very proud of our alumni. And now I think we better than me, and a student that has done has run the program can speak about his experience. So we have invited Bernat Molero to explain us a little bit his thoughts about the master and the experience. Bernat.
Hi everyone. Yeah, well, it's it's a nice thing to see each other after all this time. Well, I'm here just to answer some of the maybe some questions that you have in your head, and I will tell you mainly 3 things. Okay, first of all, why I chose this master. Second, what I enjoyed the most from this master and what I got, and then how this master helped me to get to the position where I am now, that I'm one of the ones in the Netherlands doing a PhD in the Eindhoven University, in the Nobel Technological University. And well, let's start from the beginning. Why I chose this master? Well, I chose this master because, you know, here, at least in Spain or even in Europe, you can find masters with lots of theory, with lots of knowledge, but at the end, it's this knowledge that you don't use in your daily life after the master, you know. But here, what I have is more a lot of practical things. Like I had almost the whole year is about research, and also yeah, that was the main reason why I chose this master. Then what actually I got from this master? Well, I didn't get just what I mentioned, but what I got also, it was a lot of networking. Networking is something very important, and this master also allow you to know people from all around the world. I had like talks with people from the United States, also from my university now in the Netherlands, from all over Europe, and they provided us this space for doing networking with them and find opportunities. Also, what I really liked is the subjects that we had, because they are not the normal subjects, as I've said. We tackle subjects that are really important in research, but that they are not really into science. For instance, the part of open science, that you will know about it if you enroll. Also, the part of responsible research, scientific integrity, and also work some soft skills. For instance, we had like talks about how to read papers efficiently, how to write efficiently, among other things. Another thing that I really got from this is its multidisciplinarity, as Ruben said. It's because, for instance, I'm in the field of photonics, and here I discovered the topic of my PhD, that is photonic integrated circuits, but it doesn't matter. Just for you to know that I'm interested in photonics. And here, due to this multidisciplinarity, it led me to also link it to how neurons can work in your brain. So for instance, my major project was in ICFO, and then my minor project, that was the small project that we have during several weeks, it was in IBEC, that it's a more biological related center. And there I could link photonics with neural networks and with how brain worked, and for me it was really, really insightful. And also, the last thing is how I get my position, how this master helped me achieving the position that I have now, that it's a PhD in the Netherlands here. First of all, teachers in the master are really open to help you with scholarships, with helping you with the recommendation letters, with your motivational letters, etc. And apart from this, one contact of what it would be my boss in my major project here in the master, led me to know the supervisor that I will have now as a PhD. So, all this, I think that my career has been really, really well shaped by this master. And also, last but not least, I have discovered my passion about photonics, about photonic integrated circuits, and I'm glad that I've done it. Well, apart from this, I have now a really good group of friends from the master. For instance, last weekend we went to skiing. So I think that you will enjoy it. Just a personal recommendation. But if you have more questions, I will just send through the chat my mail. Don't hesitate to contact me. Even I can answer everything. I can, if you want, make a call or something, or whatever. Here I am. Okay. So yeah, I hope it was useful for you. So if you have more questions, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Bernat. I have to say that all the social activities that the students do, they never invite me, or Nuria or Miriam. I don't know why, but this happens. But we are very proud of you all.
We will.
If you're thinking of pursuing a PhD in the future, I think this matter gives you the right preparation for that in terms of practical experience, transferable skills.
It gives you the opportunity to be in two different groups in order to do your major project and a minor project. So it's a good opportunity to know two different institutions and two different groups.
It is a very complete program. Depending on your topic of interest, you can focus on different subgenres of science. And I think it's very valuable because you have the training period, you have a winter school to check other methodologies.
I I wasn't very sure to pursue or not the PhD career after, and doing this master let me think and focus also on aspects of the research I hadn't the possibility to do before.
The time is very short. In a very short amount of time, you have to squeeze in a lot of things, and this is helping me manage my time, learning me how to organize better.
I'm pretty sure that this master will boost my career, my opportunities, and also my confidence. And I'm already experiencing that right now my professional profile is being shaped in a way. And also I'm being able to understand what specific interests I have in research.
I am extremely happy that I joined this program, and I'm now becoming more into research, and I'm learning more techniques, more into literature, and I feel better.
In my research project, I'm really happy with the lab, I'm really happy with the work I'm doing, so I feel very motivated right now.
I'm very happy with my decision, and every day I feel that I'm in the place that I wanted to be, and I have met wonderful people in the master, and also I have a great lab team in which I felt welcome from the very first moment. And besides learning about science, I'm also learning a lot about myself, which is also a very enriching experience.
Inspiring.
Learning.
Challenging and colorful.
Experience.
Accepting.
International.
Multidisciplinarity.